What's up, guys? Back again with another UFC Fight Picks video on the UFC on Fox card, Weidman versus Gastelum. And this video is going to be on the whole card. Just going to give you guys kind of some quick picks, maybe do a little bit of analysis and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get started here. So first fight of the night, we got Frankie Perez versus Chris Wade on the Fight Pass prelims. Actually, the Fight Pass prelims are pretty fucking stacked. You got 5 fights on there, so that's pretty good. So yeah, we got 2 guys right here, lightweight division. Open up their pages real quick. So Perez, let's see, they label him as jiu-jitsu and boxing. He's coming off a loss to Mark the Akis. Got pretty much grapple fucked. His last win was against Sam Stowell in 2015, so pretty much 2 years since this guy's last win. Chris Wade, wrestling and kickboxing. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, but pretty much he's getting beaten in his own game. Because this guy likes to grapple fuck people too also. And in his last 2 fights, he got grapple fucked by 2 Russians, 2 of those, combat Sambo type of fighters. Guys with really good fucking wrestling and whatnot. Khabilov, who's obviously a beast. Then you got Makhachev, another really good grappler. Before that, he was on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. And most of the time when he wins, he's winning by decision. But he does have some first-round submission wins also. So you can see in some of those fights, he's getting the takedowns and whatnot. And in his last 2 fights, he wasn't able to get takedowns because the guys he's fighting are pretty much better grapplers than he is. So now he's fighting against Perez, someone who I think doesn't have that level of grappling. So I feel like Wade is the favorite in this fight. And I'm pretty sure he is. Check the odds. Chris Wade, yep, negative 275. So yeah, he's the favorite. It makes sense. I think he's just going to be able to grapple fuck Frankie Perez here on the fight, get a couple takedowns, hold him down, maybe look for submission. But Perez seems to have good jiu-jitsu himself. Also has some submission wins. I'm not too sure if he really attacks off his back. I think he just kind of closes his guard and whatnot, just not to take too much damage. But let me just check here on his submission wins. 5 wins by submission. He has 3 rear naked chokes, a guillotine, and an arm triangle. So he doesn't really have triangles off his back. And I don't see any arm bars there either. So yeah, I see Wade just controlling him on the ground and just coasting the fight to win by decision. So Wade by decision. Alright, next fight we got Shane Burgos and Pepe. Damn, man, this motherfucker Shane Burgos is big as fuck for fucking featherweight. Like another fucking McGregor up in that bitch. So we got Shane Burgos here, 9-0, undefeated, finisher in all positions. And what he means by that is he's actually well balanced in knockouts and submissions. 5 first-round finishes, 4 wins by KO and 4 by submission. He has 3 rear naked chokes and a guillotine. He had finished all wins, but now after the Trader fight, he won that fight by decision. So he has 1 decision on his record. So yeah, what do you think about Pepe? Pepe's a dangerous fighter, always looking for the finish. I respect his style, but believe my pressure, along with my boxing and takedown defense, will be too much for him. And I kind of tend to agree here. This guy has a lot of volume, extremely durable, has a really good chin, moves forward. Decent boxing. Could be kind of like a little bit of a technical brawler style, kind of like a Mike Perry or type of style, if you want to say. But yeah, pretty much, he comes and he's going for the knockout. Pepe, a lot of you guys probably familiar with this guy already. Really good jiu-jitsu. He's actually coming off a first-round submission win against Mike De La Torre. Yeah, he was able to catch him in a submission, man. This guy, look at this guy's record, man. First round finishes all motherfucking day, even when he's losing the fights. First round KOs. So this is a fight where potentially Burgos could get the first round knockout. Pepe's chin, I don't think it's really the best. So you could see Shane getting the early finish, or maybe Shane just kind of dwindling him down pretty much in the fight. Just picking apart at him and then later getting that 3rd round knockout or something like that. But I do see Burgos getting the finish here. I don't think Pepe's going to be able to handle that pressure, the wrestling, the boxing. Primarily just the striking, though. I don't think Burgos is gonna really fuck with him too much on the ground. Everybody knows Pepe is too dangerous on the ground with the triangles off his back and whatnot. But man, it should be a fun fight. Both these guys are finishers. Should be a quick fight, very exciting fight. But I got Burgos here, and I see him getting the second round knockout. All right, next fight we got Timothy Johnson against Junior Albini. It's a heavyweight fight, so I mean, you guys already know it. Sometimes it just takes one punch. Timothy Johnson, actually, this guy's been winning by decision lately. So I mean, I don't know if he's gonna break. I don't know if he's gonna really break that curse in this fight. Yeah, so his last fight he won by split decision, and then his other fight, his last loss to Volkov, he lost by split decision also, and then he won against Tybura, lost to Roshaw. So this guy's kind of winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one. And we got Albini here making his UFC debut. 5 wins by KO, 6 by submission. He has a heel hook, 2 arm bars, an arm triangle, and 2 triangles. So this guy is dangerous off his back, and also has some good striking on his feet also. So, you know, and good power. So obviously this guy seems to be kind of well-rounded here. 9-5 win streak, 10 first-round finishes, 4 finishes in under a minute. He's aggressive, comes forward. You know, he's there to do damage. Seems durable. Only has 2 losses in his record. So I'm going to go ahead and take the underdog on this one, guys. Timothy Johnson's a small favorite. I mean, makes sense. You know, he's the UFC guy. But I think Albini here potentially could maybe outstrike him. And on the ground, he is going to be dangerous. If Timothy, you know, thinks his wrestling is going to be able to win him the fight, Albini is going to be dangerous off his back. But on the feet, I mean, Johnson isn't the best at his feet. I mean, he primarily just tries to box, and it's not a really, you know, he doesn't really look too effective on his feet, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I feel like Albini could outstrike him on the feet or tap him out on the ground. So, yeah, I think Albini wins this fight, and I don't know, man. He's a finisher, but Johnson's fucking durable. So, it's either going to be maybe like a late finish, like 3rd round finish, or a decision win for Albini here. If I had to choose, though, I'm going to go ahead and say Albini. Third round knockout. Albini, 3rd round knockout. All right, next fight, Bryan Keller against Marlon Vera. Keller's coming off that impressive 1st round submission win against Yuri Alcantara. Let's go ahead and check this out right here. Check out their pages. Vera's actually coming off a win against Brandon Pickett. He's coming off a win against Brad Pickett. I was calling him Brandon. Anyways, so let's see. Well-rounded, killer instinct, unpredictable. Obviously, a lot of people are on this guy's kind of hype train now a little bit, and especially in the odds. Let's go ahead and check out these odds here, guys. Then negative 210 on DraftKings. He's actually the most expensive guy on DraftKings. Marlon Vera, BJJ in wrestling. Coming off that finish against Brad Pickett, and actually in that fight, Brad Pickett I thought wasn't doing that bad at all in that fight. I thought maybe potentially he was actually winning the fight, from what I last remember. I want to say, so yeah, he was just able to catch him in that 3rd round. But his Brad Pickett's wrestling was doing really good work. Keller here could take the fight to the ground. Seems to be just well-rounded. You know, he seems to be decent everywhere. 6 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission. He loves that guillotine, 4 guillotine choke wins. So the way I see this fight playing out, I see it playing out on the feet for a bit. Then eventually, Keller here taking it to the ground, maybe working for some sort of submission, probably not getting it, and in the end, Keller just winning by decision. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with Bryan Keller here, and I think he wins by decision. Next fight, Kyle Bosniak versus Jeremy Kennedy. This is the Fight Pass featured fight. Go ahead and open up the pages here real quick. All right. So Kyle over here, what they got him as? Tenacity, cardio. He's coming off a split decision win against Enrique Barzola, in which a lot of people thought Barzola won the fight. Barzola actually outlanded him. I remember this fight because I actually picked Bosniak as an underdog on DraftKings. You know, I thought he had a chance to win the fight, and he ended up winning. But yeah, it was a close fight there. All right, so let's go ahead and continue here. So yeah, I mean, it was a close fight. He has 3 first-round finishes, 2 wins by KO and 2 by submission. Jeremy Kennedy, this guy's primarily a grappler. He really likes to wrestle. I mean, just look at his takedown stats compared to his striking stats there, 82% to 18%. Conditioning, speed, and grappling. Very young in his career also, only 24 years old, so obviously still getting better. Pretty much his last 2 fights in the UFC, 8 takedowns in 1 fight. The next fight, 5 takedowns. So yeah, this guy pretty much is using his wrestling to pretty much win the fight. Hasn't really fought, like a wrestler. He's fought, these multi guys. So Bosniak actually, I think, does have some sort of wrestling background. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, guys. I think Jeremy Kennedy here is going to be able to still, out-grapple Bosniak. I think he's going to be a little bit too much. On the feet, also, Kennedy, I would say, is improving his striking to be a little bit more sharper. I would give Bosniak the power advantage, though. But I think Kennedy here wins the fight with his grappling, just doing what he does, using his takedowns, and, ultimately winning by decision. So, Kennedy by decision. Alright, guys, now we're on to the Fox prelims. We got Damian Grabowski versus Chase Sherman. It's going to be a quick pick, guys. So I'm picking Chase Sherman. Yeah, looking good. He's coming off that really fun fight in his last fight. I forgot who it was against. Either way, it was a really fun fight. He got the finish. It was an exciting fight. So he got some momentum there. Chase Sherman, really durable, granite chin, good power, good striking, good kicks. Good takedown defense. Overall, he's getting better to be considered more of a one-rounded fighter. But for right now, he's a heavy-handed guy with durable chin and some good striking. Grabowski here, this guy's more of a submission grappler type of guy, but he's been getting starched in the first round. And as you can see, his strikes landed per minute. This guy's only landed, I think, 1 strike in each of his fights that he lost in the first round. And yeah, I can't see Grabowski doing damage to Sherman. Can't really see him hurting him on the feet. I mean, it's possible because it's a heavyweight fight, but yeah, I see Sherman here outstriking him, primarily really just getting that quick finish here. So yeah, I don't think Grabowski here can hang, and yeah, I think Sherman KOs him in the first round. So Sherman, first round knockout. Next fight, Leffler versus Alex Oliveira. Yeah, it's gonna be another quick pick here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and side with the grappler here, Ryan Leffler. Really good wrestling. Let me look up his last fight, just for the fuck of it. Loading up. It's against Rowan Carnero. Outstruck him. My bad, guys. A little tired. Anyways, he outstruck him, landed the takedown, won the fight. That was after pretty much a year and a half long layoff. He's actually still ranked number 14 at welterweight there. Alex Oliveira was a lightweight. Now obviously he's at welterweight. He's coming off a 2nd round submission win against Tim Means. Means looked terrible in that fight. And Oliveira landed a shit ton of takedowns on him. I mean, Oliveira likes to grapple sometimes, guys, but I mean, Leffler's going to be the better grappler here. Oliveira, I want to say, is the better striker, though. Way more power, good multi, but in the end, Leffler here is going to take him to the ground, and, I don't think Oliveira is going to be able to clip him before he gets to the ground, I mean, the fight always starts on the feet, and Leffler's striking is improving, getting a little bit better. I mean, I don't think he's going to kickbox with Oliveira for too long, but like I said, Leffler is going to be good enough to strike with him for a little bit and then go for that takedown. So, yeah, I'm picking Leffler. I think he's going to win, more than likely by decision. So, Leffler by decision. All right, next fight we got Rafael Natal versus a newcomer coming to the UFC here, Eric Anders, undefeated fighter there, 7-0. Natal. Pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this guy. Kind of like a journeyman here in the middleweight division. He was actually on a 4-fight win streak. anyways, he lost to Whitaker. That snapped that win streak. And then he also got knocked out in the first round by Tim Boetsch. Last one was against Kevin Casey. Before that, he actually beat Uriah Hall by split decision. But I don't want to get further down than that. So yeah, this guy's 8-0. Jiu-Jitsu and boxing is this guy's style. Eric Anders. He's a former linebacker for the University of Alabama. The extensive amateur career. 5 first-round finishes. 5 wins by KO and 1 win by submission. Purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Golden Gloves champ. From what I've seen from this guy, I mean, he doesn't seem like the best guy, but he seems to be explosive. Seems to pack some power. And to be honest, that's all that that he really needs here to beat Natal. I think Natal's chin, is a little bit questionable, and I don't think Natal is really like that good of a fighter. I mean, he really does beat low-level guys, and Eric could be one of these low-level guys because he's making his debut and whatnot. But I think Eric's gonna step up to the challenge here. I think he's gonna try to smash him in the first round, and I could see Anders here just landing a clean shot and knocking Natal out early. And yeah, I'm just not too much of a fan of Natal's style. I don't really think it's gonna it's gonna be enough to take out Anders. Like he's gonna give him too much of a chance. I don't think Natal's gonna be able to finish him or anything like that. So as long as Anders stays in the fight, he's gonna have that power. He's gonna be able to clip him. He's gonna hurt him, and he's gonna put him down. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Anders, and I think he's gonna get the early finish, probably first or second round KO. I'm gonna go ahead and say fuck it, first round knockout. But it is an underdog pick though, guys. Just want to let you know. I think he is the underdog anyway. Oh fuck! Well, look at that, guys. He's actually the fucking favorite. So yeah, a lot of people think what I think. Natal getting older, not really that good, and yeah, Anders clips him, could KO him. So I guess it's not an underdog pick. So fuck it. Yeah, Anders first round KO. That's my pick. Next fight, featured fight on the Fox prelims. We got Lymangood versus Elizio Zaleski dos Santos. Open up their pages here. Both these guys got a lot of power. So yeah, this guy's well-rounded. Seems to be explosive. 9 wins by KO. He has 3 wins by submission. Let me see. Yeah, they don't really have his... This guy's already fought in the UFC, but they don't have his fight listed down here. Who the fuck did he knock out? Oh yeah, he knocked out some guy named Andrew Craig. Either way, he knocked him out. He was winning the fight anyway. Good leg kicks. Showed good power. Quick killer instinct. And also looked like he has some good takedown defense also. Zaleski dos Santos, good striker. I mean, as you can see, he also can wrestle, I guess. He has a takedown in his last fight against Nakamura. Nakamura actually landed way more takedowns, though. Against Akhmedov, he got taken down a couple times, but still got the knockout. And yeah, primarily this guy's weakness seems to be the ground. Like, if he gets taken down, seems like he has trouble getting back up. So maybe Lymangood here could implement some sort of wrestling heavy type of game plan. This guy does got 12 wins by KO and 2 by submission, 8 first round finishes. So yeah, primarily this guy's more of a stand-up fighter. I mean, obviously they got it right here, summary, stand-up. He's a striker. Should be a good fight because both of these guys got good power. But I think Lyman's gonna be a little bit too well-rounded, a little bit too explosive. Gonna beat him to the punch and probably get him to the ground. So I see Lyman winning the fight. Both these guys are durable, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Lyman here gets the finish. Yeah, you know what? Maybe like a 3rd round finish. So I'm gonna say Good wins by 3rd round knockout. All right, now for the main card. First fight, we got Jimmie Rivera versus Thomas Almeida. Both these guys really high-ranked bantamweights here in the division. I'm not sure if Rivera's coming off that win against Faber or what. Who else has he fought? Let me check this shit. Yeah, his last time was against Faber. Pretty much outstruck him. Faber couldn't take him down. Outstruck the fuck out of him pretty much. Yeah. really like Jimmie. You know, the first time I seen him fight in the UFC, man, he looked really good. Quick hands, you know, good boxing, good kicks. Has like a Chad Mendes type of physique. Explosive. Doesn't use his wrestling that much. He prefers to stand up, but in this fight he might want to use the wrestling, but at the same time maybe not, because Almeida, you know, his durability is a little bit of a question now. He has poor striking defense, and you know, it seems like he gets hurt kind of easily now. Ever since he got knocked the fuck out by Garbrandt. But yeah, Vera, fast hands. And now for Almeida, this guy's a good multi-striker, if you guys already know. Just really good fucking striking. So right now I'm looking at Rivera's page here. Yeah, he actually had the first round finish there against Bermudez. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, Rivera doesn't have a lot of knockouts on his record, but like I said, he has those fast hands, seems explosive, he can connect early, hurt Almeida on the feet, and get the finish. I mean, like I said, Almeida, really good striker. I mean, it's going to be a fun fight. But overall, I think Rivera's going to get the win here, guys. You know, he is a little bit more well-rounded because he does have the wrestling also. So he could always turn to that if he's losing the stand-up. But in the stand-up, like I said, he has fast-ass hands. He's durable, good kicks. And overall, I think he's going to get it done. So, yeah, I'm off the Almeida hype train ever since, you know, he got knocked the fuck out by Garbrandt. So I'm picking Rivera. I think more than likely, you know, he probably wins by decision. But if he hurts him early, which he probably can, could be like a first or second round knockout. But the safe bet, Rivera by decision. So that's going to be my pick. Next fight, Patrick Cummins versus Gian Villante. Cummins, obviously, really good fucking wrestling. And then Villante, this guy's a striker, heavy hands. Also some heavy fucking kicks. Let's go ahead and open up their pages. Also has some good fucking takedown defense. It's going to be tested here against Patrick Cummins. You know, a big guy, really good fucking wrestler. Yeah, this guy's coming off a win against Jan Blachowicz. It was a tough fight, man. Blachowicz was tagging him also up on the feet. But Cummins was able to out-wrestle him. I mean, Blachowicz has some horrible fucking takedown defense. So, if you got bad takedown defense, man, this guy will fucking take advantage, and he will fucking wreck you on the ground. There's no doubt about that, you know. I mean, we just check out his career here against Nogueira. I mean, guy with dangerous jiu-jitsu. You know, he got knocked the fuck out first round. Against Glover, obviously, well-rounded guy. He got knocked the fuck out. OSP just caught him clean, knocked him out. So, yeah, this guy's taking a lot of damage also. You know, his chin, you know, is pretty bad, actually. Not too durable anymore. Villante, he's coming off a loss against Shogun. Got knocked down in the third round. Before that, he beat some Russian guy. And then Ilir Latifi, he lost to him. Who is another good fucking wrestler, but that guy's a fucking tank, and he's a lot more fucking durable than Cummins. So, you know, it seems like, I mean, if we look at the odds here, yeah, Villante's almost 2-1 favorite. It seems like this is the perfect style for Villante, you know, because, you know, if he stuffs the takedowns, he's gonna hurt him, he's gonna knock him out. But if Cummins takes him down, you know, can Villante get back up quickly? Or is he going to get laid on and this Cummins just going to, you know, just lay and pray and whatnot to win the fight? So, I mean, it's kind of a close fight. To be honest, I kind of want to pick Patrick Cummins because of that wrestling. But, man, that chin, man, that fucking chin. Fuck. I mean, and Villante's fighting, you know, kind of like his hometown or whatever. Man, and Villante does train with Chris Weidman, so you know he's got some of that wrestling training. Yeah, man, guys, this is a very, very fucking close fight. It's like whoever I pick, I'm gonna regret that I didn't pick the other guy. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like if I pick Cummins and if Villante knocks him out, I'm gonna be like, oh man, I should have picked fucking Villante because I know he could knock him out. But if I pick Villante and he gets fucking laid on, then I'm going to be like, oh, man, I knew I should have picked Cummins because he's going to fucking be able to out-grapple him and shit. Yeah, Yeah, man. It's just all about Cummins' durability, man. His chin. If he just had a better chin, for sure, I would be on Patrick Cummins with guys like all day. Um, but man, that because of the chin being so bad, like I said, he got fucked up also in his last fight, even though he won. It's it's a fucking problem. It's a problem. Yeah. So sorry guys, this isn't really a quick pick and whatnot. So you know what? Fuck it. You know, I think Cummins got one more. So I'm gonna go ahead and say fuck it. I'll pick Patrick Cummins, and I think he more than likely wins by decision. But it's a close fight, guys. Close fight. Co-main event, we got Dennis Bermudez versus Darren Elkins. This is going to be kind of a quick pick here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Bermudez. So the reasons I'm picking him is, well, first of all, he's the more well-rounded fighter. Better stand-up. Better wrestling. I mean, he the only thing I really see him losing at here is the reach. Maybe the cardio, but then again, Bermudez has excellent cardio also. The volume, he throws more volume also, Bermudez does. So I mean, really, there's not a lot of advantages here for Darren Elkins, besides him just being durable, having the heart and whatnot. But I mean, as you can see there in his grappling stats, his takedown defense is actually kind of bad. And man, Bermudez is gonna put him on his ass. I mean, that's horrible takedown defense, and for sure, Bermudez could take him down and fuck him up on the ground with some nasty ass elbows and shit. Because Bermudez is gonna be the bigger guy. He's gonna be the stronger guy. And man, he's gonna do some fucking damage to the fucking damage. You guys know what I'm talking about? Darren Elkins, the damage. Anyways, yeah, guys, I'm picking Bermudez. Just too well rounded. I know he's coming off that fucking knockout loss to Korean Zombie. I mean, that was crazy right there, right? Yeah, he's coming off that loss, but I'm not gonna forget all about Bermudez's game and whatnot. Like, I'm not gonna forget his past fights just because he got knocked the fuck out. So Bermudez, his chin is kind of an issue sometimes, but against Elkins, not really a power puncher. I don't really see him much as an issue, and I don't see Elkins being the better striker, like I said, or outstriking him. I think Bermudez just wins this fight everywhere, unless he gets knocked out, unless he gets tagged or the big punch. I don't see him losing at all. So yeah, I'm picking Bermudez. I think he wins. More than likely, he wins by decision. All right, guys, it's time here now for the main event. Chris Weidman versus Kelvin Gastelum. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Kelvin Gastelum, guys. It's gonna be a quick pick. I really like Gastelum, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. First of all, I mean, he's looking really good at middleweight. High strike output also. He's a good wrestler himself to counter some of that Weidman wrestling, but Weidman is the fucking bigger guy. That's gonna be kind of an issue here, which is kind of a reason why I maybe wanted to give Weidman here a chance. If we look at the odds here, Gastelum's almost 2-1 favorite there. A lot of people are counting out Weidman, and he's only losing to the top guys. But I mean, it makes sense to count him out. I mean, he's been getting kind of, he's been losing his fights, and he's not been looking that good. Kelvin's gonna be the better striker. He has way better boxing. He is at a disadvantage here with the reach, but this guy puts really good pace on you. Moves forward. He's extremely durable. Granite chin. Excellent cardio also. Man, he's going to come at him. He's going to come at Weidman. He's going to outstrike him. Weidman's going to try to wrestle him. But Gastelum's also, like I said, another good wrestler. So, it's going to be a fun fight, man. It's a 5-round fight. And I think that favors Gastelum more than it does Weidman. So, yeah, guys, I'm all in on Gastelum. I think he gets it done. I think he gets like a late finish, probably 3rd or 4th round knockout. I'm gonna go ahead and say fuck it. Gastelum 4th round knockout, guys. I think it's just gonna be too much. Too much for Weidman. Weidman, not looking too good. So yeah, I gotta count him out. I've been counting him out now for a while. I picked against him in the Romero fight and the Musasi fight, even in the Rockhold fight. So I've been picking against him for a while, and I don't really plan on changing that. So yeah, he's not in a good spot here. So Gastelum gets it done. So Gastelum 4th round knockout. All right, guys, that's it for my picks. Sorry for the late release on the video, but you know, work's fucking hectic, so fuck it, got to get done. Either ways, that's it, guys, for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and appreciate you know, that I was able to make the video here for you guys, give you guys my thought on the fights, and give you guys some of these picks. I think I've been doing pretty damn well on my picks. Actually, I think on the last card, I think only like 2 or 3 guys didn't win, and I actually won money on DraftKings on the last card. I think I won like 120. So I plan on winning again in this card. Just need a couple underdog guys, or actually I just need one underdog fighter to come through or two. Anders here is really cheap on DraftKings, so I need him to come through, and I forgot who the fuck else it was. Oh yeah, and Junior Albini here to come through. If those 2 guys come through, I should be alright. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. I make these UFC fight pick videos every time there's a UFC card. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. Stay tuned for more. Enjoy the fights, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.